In step one, we're going to take the processor and the RAM and we're going to add it to the motherboard. So we unwrap the motherboard, put it on the table here. We unwrap the processor and it's going to come with its fan. And on the processor there'll be one corner marked. You can look at the socket and there will be one corner on the socket that's marked for it as well. So we just drop the chip right into that spot on the socket. It's going to literally fall right into the holes on that socket. If you have it oriented right, it's not going to take any pressure or anything. It's just going to fall right in. Then you can just cinch it into place with this little lever arm. Now with the heat sink, you just pop the plastic protector off the bottom of it, and it's going to have a little thermal patch on the bottom of it. All you have to do is put this in place, and when you unwrap the processor, there'll be instructions with it that guide you on how to put this heatsink on. In this case, I just have to get this little flange in place. Do the same thing on the other side, and then there's a cam that's going to lock it into position. So I can just twist that cam and lock it in place. Then that fan needs power. There's going to be a little socket somewhere near the CPU. And the last step is the RAM. Your motherboard will probably hold 2 or 4 of those modules. So we look on the board and find the module marked 1. We're going to stick the RAM module into that socket. And it's going to take a fair amount of pressure to seat that. And as you're pushing on it, the little locking arm off on the side here is going to rotate into position. So you do that on both sides. And it really will take more pressure maybe than you would like to apply, but just make sure it's all the way in place and lock it. And what we have is a motherboard with processor, cooling fan, RAM ready to go and be installed inside the case.